The first illustration in this video today is day 26 and hide. Now the first thing that popped into my head was a person hiding from what appears to be an alien because they've come to abduct her and she does not want to be abducted. So she has basically made this like little fort type thing with a table and a sheet because this isn't the first time this has happened to her. And what she does is when they come strolling along her windows and start looking in her windows, she hides here and puts her hands over her mouth so she does not make a single noise. And she just prays that they do not find her. It's worked so far. They haven't abducted her yet, but they are definitely persistent and they want her for unknown reasons. So that is my story for this one. And this one, once again, it's okay. I did the alien very simple, very simple. This is another one where I use a lot of white gel pen to color in that sheet, and I use it to also color in her nightie because she's actually in her pajamas because obviously it's at night. Basically was sleeping and then woke up to hear noises, and she's run straight to this fort that she has created because yeah, they don't seem to take her when she hides in this. And it's worked so far, like I said before. The accent color that I used for this piece was the green because, you know, it's an alien, and I thought, you know, so they're green, maybe. But it's just the first thing that sort of popped into my head when I was thinking of an accent color. Wasn't too much of the accent color used in this one, but what I did was I screwed up the eyes a little bit, and when I put the accent color onto the eyes, it looked really shit because you could see the shading of the black ink on the eyes. So I had to go over the eyes with a white gel pen and then paint on top of that the green. So that's why I did it that way. It's not the best piece, it does the job, but let's move on to the next prompts. So day 27 is music, and to be completely honest with you, I was not in the mood to draw this day. So this one is extremely simple, yeah, I'm sort of on the fence with this one, but the only thing that I could really think of was just drawing my hand in that position that, you know, is the rock and roll symbol, and then doing my favorite band's heartagram symbol, which is him, and then on the other side just doing a skull like hanging off this necklace sort of chain type thing. And yeah, it's a zombie hand basically. It's just representing my love for metal music and rock music and anything disturbing and very melancholy like that. So that's all this was. The accent color that I used for this was a red, just to give some red on the bottom of the hand where it's been severed. And then there's a big gouge in the hand where there's some stitches, some staples holding it together. And yeah, this one's not great. It's not great at all, but like I said, yeah, I didn't feel like drawing, but I pushed through it anyway, and this is the absolute utter crap that came out that day. So apologies, but yeah, it's nearing the end of Inktober, and it's sort of, a lot of these drawings I sort of really started to simplify. I really simplified them more than what I was simplifying them in the beginning. So yeah, let's watch the rest of this one and move on. So I used 2 accent colors for this one today. It was just the blood, and then I felt as though the picture was quite boring. It's even more boring than it is when I do put the colors on. So I just put some little sprinkles of the blue ink in the background just to give it some more interest, but yeah, that's all I gotta say. Day 28 is float, and this is one of the better ones in this video today. This one is quite funny and cute and weird and that all at the same time, but this is an illustration of a little space robot, and what's happened is how he's gotten on this floating island in the sky. We don't know. He doesn't even know. But what's happened is he's woken up and he's looking around and he's completely puzzled at where he is. He has no idea, but he's actually fallen to Earth and fallen onto a floating bit of of like sky rock that's just floating through the atmosphere. And he's like, huh? Where am I? What the hell? So I put some clouds in the sky using the sticker backs from the Iron Lac sticker that I got when I bought the sketchbook from them. I think this was the best thing ever to get some really sort of cool clouds. This is the second time I've used these sticker backs to do clouds. So I put them in there just to portray that he is floating through the sky on this little floating rock bit of land. And once again, I used 2 accent colors as well for this one. And it was the, what did I use for this one? The blue and the purple? Anyway. Yeah, so that's on the flowers that you see on either side of the little rock, and I just wanted to give that look of they're floating and they're moving through the sky, so all the petals are falling off these flowers as he is just floating through the sky. So that's what I did for this one, and yeah, I do like this one. Like I said, it's one of the better ones as we get to the top end of Inktober, when, you know, a lot of the drawings that I'm doing are suffering quite a lot because this is a very draining sort of exercise. And as much as I've had a lot of fun doing this, but yeah, Inktober definitely takes a toll on you for sure. So yeah, this one, we'll just once again watch the rest of this, and then we'll move on to the final illustration in this video for today. Now the final illustration in this video is day 29, and that is shoes. Now the first thing that popped into my head was something quite weird, and it was of when I was little, I used to put doll shoes on my fingers and walk around, and I used to do this quite a bit. So when I thought of shoes, I thought of that because I'm not really good. I'm not good at drawing shoes. I find shoes really, really challenging, and you'll see by how many times I rub this shoe out here on the bottom finger here, the middle finger. I just couldn't get it right, and I was sort of looking at references, but I sort of had an image in my head as well of just, you know, really sexifying my hand up basically, and yeah, I sort of just wanted to use that. But yeah, even when I look at references of shoes, I absolutely struggle to draw shoes. It's not something that I like to do, so I really avoid doing shoes. I know I shouldn't, but I do. So this little thing is, you know, you do your hand up and you're drawing a little face on it, and you've got a little handbag, and you're just pretending that this is a little character walking around. And this, like I said, this is what I used to do all the time as a kid. No shit, this is what I used to do. I would just, I would even, like, I didn't, like, I had Barbie dolls, but I didn't really play with them because I was more of the tomboy, like, get my cars out in the dirt and play with cars in the yard. But I would put the Barbie doll shoes on my fingers and strut around on a table with these shoes on. Anything that would go on my fingers, I would just, anything like that, doll shoes, yeah, I'd always create these characters on my hands. So this is where this came from, this illustration. So I thought it was quite a weird one and kind of a different one to sort of create for this prompt. So yeah, that's what I done for day 29 shoes. And wow, I can't believe we're nearly at the end of Inktober. There's only 2 more videos for me to do. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to not upload them on the usual scheduled day. I'm going to do I'm gonna do the last 2 prompts on the 31st of October on Halloween. Well, this is in Australia. It'll still be probably the 30th in other countries, but That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upload it then. I'm not going to wait until the 1st of November. I just don't want to. I want to keep everything in October because I just want to. And yeah, that's basically it really for that. And then after that, it'll be back to regular viewing times, so regular things that I do on my channel. So yeah, that's all I gotta say for this one. Hopefully you've kind of enjoyed this lot. Yeah, these ones are a bit questionable in this video, but like I said, I have kind of had enough, and I'm quite happy that Inktober's nearly over, and I will be having a bit of a break, and then I'll be getting back to my usual schedule. So anyway, that is it from me, and I will see you guys in the last Inktober video. Bye.